Imagine this. You're sitting on the edge of your seat, heart racing, eyes glued to the screen as the protagonist faces an impossible choice. It's moments like these that make movies so powerful. Today, we're diving into one such film, a masterpiece that changed the way we think about science, morality, and the power of choice. The story of J. Robert Oppenheimer begins not with the detonation of the atomic bomb but with the man himself, a brilliant, curious, and deeply flawed individual. Born in 1904 to a wealthy Jewish family in New York, Oppenheimer is introduced as a precocious child, drawn to the mysteries of science and the arts. Early in his life, he displays an insatiable curiosity for understanding the world, a trait that defines his future contributions to quantum mechanics and theoretical physics. As a young man, Oppenheimer is sent to study at Cambridge University. Here, his story takes a dark turn. Despite his intellectual brilliance, he struggles with laboratory work and personal frustrations. In one incident, overwhelmed by feelings of inadequacy and anger, he poisons an apple meant for his professor, a shocking act that reflects his volatile personality. This incident is pivotal, revealing the inner conflict that will haunt him throughout his life. Oppenheimer's journey continues in Germany, where he studies under the renowned physicist Max Born in Göttingen. It is here that he begins to establish his reputation in the field of quantum mechanics, contributing to the foundational understanding of wave-particle duality and quantum states. These achievements mark him as one of the brightest minds of his generation. After completing his studies, Oppenheimer returns to the United States, taking up teaching positions at Berkeley and Caltech. During this period, he becomes a magnet for young, aspiring physicists, his charisma and intellect drawing them into the evolving field of theoretical physics. But Oppenheimer's life is not confined to the academic world. He becomes deeply involved in political discussions, aligning himself with leftist ideologies and communist circles. His relationship with Jean Tatlock, a committed communist, intensifies his political leanings, complicating his personal and professional life. As the world plunges into World War II, Oppenheimer's expertise becomes a critical asset. In 1942, General Leslie Groves selects him to lead the Manhattan Project, a top-secret initiative aimed at developing the atomic bomb. Despite his past associations with communism, Oppenheimer's brilliance and leadership abilities make him the ideal choice. He relocates to Los Alamos, New Mexico, where he assembles a team of the greatest scientific minds, including Richard Feynman, Enrico Fermi, and Edward Teller. Life at Los Alamos is a blend of intense intellectual activity and personal challenges. The team works tirelessly under immense pressure, racing against time to beat Nazi Germany in the development of the bomb. Oppenheimer emerges as a charismatic leader, inspiring his team to overcome the seemingly insurmountable technical challenges. Yet, his leadership is not without flaws. His relationships with colleagues, including his strained interactions with Edward Teller, highlight the complexities of his character. As the bomb nears completion, the weight of its potential consequences begins to weigh heavily on Oppenheimer. He is haunted by the ethical implications of their work. The Trinity test, the first detonation of a nuclear device, becomes a defining moment. The film captures the tension and anticipation leading up to the test, as well as the awe and dread that follow the explosion. Oppenheimer's reaction is a mixture of triumph and profound unease. His now famous quote, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," underscores his inner conflict. The narrative shifts to the aftermath of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Oppenheimer is initially celebrated as a hero, the father of the atomic bomb. However, the horrific destruction and loss of life caused by the bombs leave him deeply conflicted. He becomes a vocal advocate for international control of nuclear weapons, warning against an arms race. This stance puts him at odds with many in the government and military, including his former ally, General Groves. Oppenheimer's later years are marked by political persecution during the Red Scare. His past communist associations and opposition to the hydrogen bomb make him a target of suspicion. The film delves into the infamous security hearings, where Oppenheimer is subjected to intense scrutiny and betrayal by his colleagues. These hearings, orchestrated by figures like Louis Strauss, strip him of his security clearance, effectively ending his career in public service. Despite this humiliation, Oppenheimer remains dignified, a man burdened by his conscience but unwavering in his beliefs. The story concludes with a reflective Oppenheimer, living in quiet isolation. The film explores his legacy as both a scientific genius who reshaped the world and a tragic figure who grappled with the consequences of his actions. His contributions to science are undeniable, but the moral ambiguities of his work leave an enduring question: was the creation of the atomic bomb a necessary evil or an unforgivable act? Through its intricate storytelling, Oppenheimer paints a portrait of a man whose life was defined by the intersection of science, politics, and morality. It is a tale of ambition, sacrifice, and the enduring struggle between progress and ethics, offering a profound exploration of the human condition. Thank you for watching this episode of Describle Movies. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more stories like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.